Both of our inequalities are already in slope-intercept form, so we're in good shape. We don't have to solve anything. So the first thing I'm going to do is this line that's in, the line that's in yellow. And one thing I want to mention before we start, I'm going to take a look at this sign. I noticed two things. Number one, it does not have a bar underneath it, so that means I'm going to use a dotted line. And then it's also a less than sign, so that means I'm going to be shading below the line. All right, so my y-intercept is 3, and then my slope is 3 over 1, so I'm going to go up 3 and right 1. If I try to go up 3 and right 1, I would be off the graph. So I'm going to go down 3 and left 1. And I'm going to go as many times as I possibly can until I run out of graph. So I'm going to connect all these dots here. And remember that I'm using a dotted line. All right, for my shading, I want to shade below the line. If I was standing on this line, I would have to be standing kind of on the left-ish side. So that means below the line would be this section down here. Whoops, I went over the line a little bit. All right, so that yellow part is the solution of my top inequality. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my bottom inequality. So my y-intercept there is -2, and then my slope is 1 over 2. So I'm going to go up 1 and right 2. And if you notice, I can't really, that's not going to get me anywhere. I could keep drawing points, but it's not going to show me where my two lines cross. So I'm going to go down 1 and left 2, and right away I hit my other graph. So I'm just going to keep making points. I didn't talk about the sign yet. It has the bar underneath, so when I actually draw this line, it's going to be a solid line. And then my shading is also going to be below the line because it's less than. All right, so I'm going to draw my solid line. And then I'm going to shade below the line, which this one, I don't want to say it's obvious, but I think just because it's a little flatter, it's kind of easier to see. So I'm shading everything down here. So now you can see everywhere that is green represents my solution. It's where the shadings of the two lines overlap. So I could pick any point in the green section and plug it into my original problems, and it would make both of my inequalities true.